to start our International Women's Day walk with DTB, Each for Equal, we have the Ambassador of Seychelles cutting the ribbon for us.
Wakina mama oye! Maendeleo ni nani? Wanawake! Thank you, it's an honor. And I'm proud to be with so many beautiful ladies here this morning. And I am one of the people in the forefront in Tanzania supporting women in the rural communities. So we hope DTB is going to be part of us soon. Thank you.
Well, from what the lady here said a few minutes ago, I feel like I should go home because the theme says each for equal. So it's more about getting that equality, that balance. And my presentation is geared to that. But I believe it's not just for staff, but also for the client. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you for inviting me. I'm humbled and very happy. I'm a teacher, I'm a trainer, so I like interaction. So I don't think it's going to be possible. I'll see how it can go, but we'll just continue. We all know that the job market is a bit tough. Opportunities there, yes, are there, but it's not like it's very easy to get these opportunities that are presented. But also there's the fact that we are ladies. Sometimes we get challenges just because of our status. So I was going to ask, maybe now just a show of hand, rather than asking you individually or giving you the mic. I just want to know, maybe here, how many of you have been recently employed by DTB? Recently employed, maybe 12 months, just raise your hand up. It looks like maybe most of you have been here longer than that. How about anybody who has a relative, a friend, who has been unemployed, not working for more than 12 months? Just raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it was possible, I don't know if you can shout from there. Do you know why the person has been at home for that long? He's applying, but he's not getting employment. Okay. How about you, the ladies there? The same thing? Okay. So I could easily say that there is an issue, and the issue is unemployment, job losses, and other things. So I would like to mention 3 areas where, despite the fact that maybe some of us have been working hard, and the lady there, sorry, I didn't catch your name. Sorry, what was your name? Betty, sorry. What she said about women being in management. The reason we are having a lot of unemployment, we have, or job losses, is because of, for example, acquisition. Many companies are merging, acquiring other smaller companies, or for whatever reason, maybe cost or whatever, but they're acquiring each other, companies. And when you have more than one company or 2 companies joining, obviously there'll be people who'll be losing jobs. So that's one of the factors, acquisition. But there are also fewer jobs in the job market. And this is because from USAID research, we have 90,000 graduates graduating every year in Tanzania. All universities, higher institution, higher learning institution. So the question will be, do we have 100,000 jobs? I don't think so, to employ these people. This was one of the top supermodels. They used to be called supermodel. I don't know if we have supermodels nowadays. We do supermodels? Tanzania, I'm not sure. Yeah, they're models, but there are supermodels like the Naomi Campbell, Linda Evangelista. Okay, that's fine. I'm following her. She lives in Canada, so yes. Okay, so during my time, Linda Evangelista was one of the supermodels, and the supermodels were Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford, and Linda Evangelista. This lady, and it was quoted in the newspaper that she would not come out of her bed to go on a catwalk without paying her $10,000. And you're talking 1995, that time. So she knew her value. The question is, who dictates your value? Self? Who dictates your value? When you came for an interview here to be employed by, maybe some of you have been approached, scouted, those are different. But if you came, you applied for a job, you came here, to DTB, who dictated your salary? Who dictates when you can have your annual leave? You can have your annual leave, you can propose, but who has a say? Because if you don't know your value, somebody else will dictate it. They say this position is 2 million to 3 million. So they pay you around that. Whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, we'll get another person. So they're dictating your value. And if you don't know your value, they'll just say, this is it, you can go. But if you know your value, you can negotiate, you can go even higher. Woman? Boy?
I'm a woman. I'm a mother and an independent lady.
Mother, independent lady? Mother?
An independent woman.
Independent woman? A woman. A woman. Oh, sorry.
I'm a trainer, I'm an educator.
Trainer, educator. Okay. And you are the last person?
Mother.
Many times we get, when we're asked who are you, some of us will say, I'm Grace, I'm a mother, I'm married to so-and-so. We identify ourselves with these things, grandmother, But is that really who we are? If I was to go on a social media, you've said a woman, because I don't know if it's Women's Day, but if I was to go to social media right now, your social media, what have you written on your social media? A child of God, a mother, married to this wonderful man. Yes, that is how we identify ourselves. And that is, I think it's okay, but what happens if, let's say, I'm being radical, like, all these things are taken away from you? Are you going to lose your identity? If you lose your husband, divorce maybe your children die, maybe you lose your job, what is going to be left of you? Okay?
So our Honorable Council would like to have a few words with us. Just please welcome Honorable.
Hello everyone, nice presentation, thank you so much. I'm honored that, I was able to listen to you. So I'll look up and we'll meet together one of these days. I know that we are all professionals in here, and my story is a different story. I work with women 365 days in a year, and it is not professionals. They are not professionals. I work with women in the rural communities over the coast region. I have so many stories to say, but I don't have the time. There's one story which I would like to share with everybody, is that determination, as you rightly say, knowing yourself, being proud of what you can do and how you can do. Look for somebody who can really mentor and help you out. I mentor a lot of people who are to a very low grass level, I mean really down rural communities. I'll give you one example which has touched my heart, and I'm so happy and I'm really touched emotionally to share this with you. I have many groups of women I work with, women who are abused by their husbands. Their husband doesn't work, they are the only earners in their family. And I reach out to them. I have a foundation which is now 21 years this year. I have built over 100 wells for women communities in Mkuranga and Kisarawe. And these are the women who had nothing to do. Why I build the wells for these women? Number one is to empower them. And we empower them in terms of agriculture. Now let me come to the story, because I have also my book, which maybe we'll find out and you'll see my story. It was one day when it was really pouring, and I went to Mkuranga, and I saw a lady on the side of the road. She was sipping water from the side of the road into a bucket. So I stopped and I said, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I'm taking this because we don't have water at my house, so I'm taking this home and this is what I'm going to use." And that touched my heart. And from that day, me and my friends and family have backed me up, and I've built over 100 wells. We have different groups which we call Kikundis. We get them registered, and they are hardworking women. The story is, there was a group of 15 women we started, and I gave them 3-4 acres of land to start the farming. 12 women left. They left 3 women, and these 3 women said, "Mama, we are determined. We need to change our lives. We are abused. Our children don't go to school. They don't go to school. They worked. They had a lot of challenges, which we say changamoto, yeah. And they were in very, very bad condition. But they stood. I stood by them. On Monday, for the Women's, International Day of Women, these women will be earning 1.2 million for the goods, for their products, which they have, farmed for the past
8 months, because in the last 2 years they've been having a lot of issues. So in our foundation, we have an economic wing. So what we do is we support these women. So this story of these 3 women is just amazing. I'm going with the press on Monday, and we're going to hand over 1.2 million to them. And me and my sister, we are going to match the 1.2. So they will have 2.4 million to start up an account, and I hope they can start it in DTB.